Labour Party, Labour Party, forward ever. Your Excellency, my dear elder brother, my governor, Dr. Alex Jomoti, and my dear sister-in-law, the wife of my elder brother and governor, Her Excellency Priscilla Oti. I want to welcome all the delegates. I'm here to present a statement of affairs, annual report of the Labour Party. My name is Distinguished Senator Darlington Nwokocha, the Caretaker National Secretary at the 2026 Elective National Convention holding at Abuja, Abia State, today, Tuesday, April 28, 2026. Your Excellency, the best governor in Nigeria, and special gift to Abia and the world. The interim chairman of the Labour Party, my dear sister, Distinguished Senator Nenadi Usman. The esteemed leaders of our great party, members of the Board of Trustees of our great party, especially the acting BOT chairman and acting secretary, the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you the warm solidarity greetings on behalf of the national leadership of the Labour Party and the Secretariat. Today's elective national convention is historic. We have rightly themed it, Labour Party Rising, United for Victory. It marks the end of one of the most turbulent eras in life of our party and the beginning of a new chapter founded on unity, legitimacy, institutional renewal, and democratic consolidation. By divine design, the leadership of our party in this transitional period, as represented by the Caretaker National Chairman, Senator Nenadi Esther Usman, PhD, and my humble self, reflected the biblical calling of Nehemiah, who was entrusted with the responsibility of rebuilding the broken walls of Jerusalem. Likewise, we inherited a party whose walls had fallen, whose gates had been burnt, whose structures were fractured, and whose institutions have been weakened by years of conflict, litigation, leadership vacuum, and constitutional breaches. Yet, as in the days of Nehemiah, we set our hands to the task with determination, focus, and faith, with God on our side, inspiration and direction of Your Excellency, the Governor and the national leader of our party, and with solidarity of committed party stakeholders across Nigeria. Today, we stand on the threshold of history, conducting the most inclusive, legitimate, and unifying elective national convention in the party's recent history. Establishment and mandate of Caretaker National Working Committee. The Caretaker National Working Committee was a child of necessity, legitimately constituted in response to a leadership vacuum and the unprecedented institutional collapse that confronted the party. On the 4th September 2024, at this same historic city of Abuja, the statutory National Executive Council, NEC, members of the party, elected officials on the platform of the party, and critical stakeholders of the party resolved to constitute the Caretaker National Working Committee in accordance with Article 13B, 2B of the Labour Party Constitution, 2029 as amended. The committee was formally inaugurated on the 21st September 2024 in Abuja with a clear mandate to, among other things, 1, manage and stabilize the affairs of the party. 2, constitute functional state interim caretaker working committees across the federation pending substantive congresses. 3, conduct substantive elective congresses at the ward, local government and state levels to elect officers of the executive council of the party that won't constitute legitimate delegates to a valid and constitutionally compliant elective national convention. 4, organize an elective national convention to produce substantive officers of the National Executive Council of the party. 5, perform all functions and undertake all constitutionally compliant actions, decisions in the best interest of the party, and table same before the National Convention when in session. Historical background of the political and legal crisis. To understand the journey to this moment, it is important to report to the National Convention the political and legal crisis that nearly crippled the Labour Party over the past decade. Crisis origin: pre-2014 to Akure Convention 2014. Although the Labour Party made significant strides in its early years, internal tension had been building. The Akure Convention of 11th October 2014 became the point at which these tensions exploded, following the defection of party-only sitting governor, and you can see our own governor didn't defect anywhere. At the time, and other intervening factors faced between labor movement and party leadership. Escalation to Abuja Convention 2019. Despite a consent judgment directing a unity and all-inclusive convention, and despite an INEC-mediated arbitration among stakeholders, the Abuja Convention of 10 June 2019 proceeded without involvement of the party institutional members, the NLC and TUC, and other key stakeholders. This deepened internal mistrust and laid the foundation for the crisis that followed. Leadership vacuum after 2020. The tragic passing of the then national chairman, Alhaji A. Salam, on the 29th December 2020, who was a product of Abuja Convention, created the constitutional rupture against the party succession hierarchy, and the national secretary assumed the role of the national chairman, fueling further legal disputes and constitutional violations. Tenure extension and constitutional breach from 2022 to 2024. At the Asaba Presidential Primaries National Convention on the 30th May 2022, a 2-year tenure extension by a resolution of Primary Nomination Convention was granted due to the exigencies of the 2023 general election, with a condition to conduct substantive congresses from ward to state level, an inclusive convention to elect substantive officers of the Executive Council of the party in line with the constitution of the party. By March 2024, 3 months before the end of the tenure extension, the former leadership convened an illegitimate national convention in Nnewi on the 27th March 2024 without organizing ward, local government, state congress to elect statutory officers of the party delegates to the national convention. This action violated both the section 223 of the 1999 constitution and extant provisions of the Labour Party constitution. INEC consequently rejected the Nnewi convention, and the leadership of the party swore an affidavit before the court affirming that the tenure of that leadership had expired. Further to this, INEC also refused any form of official engagement with the party, and the party's slide into institutional paralysis became very manifest. The party national executive intervention in Umuahia, September 2024. First, with this collapse, constitutional crisis and leadership vacuum, statutory NEC members and elected stakeholders convened in Umuahia and, acting within their constitutional powers under the party constitution, established the Caretaker National Working Committee to rescue the party, cure the leadership paralysis, and implement the decision of the Asaba 2022 Presidential Primaries Convention that mandated for substantive ward to state congresses before the National Convention, and in compliance with the provisions of Nigerian Constitution and Labour Party Constitution. Legal battles and the battles for the soul of the party. In the last 2 years, the Labour Party has been involved in over 50 lawsuits arising from the leadership crisis. These cases consume time, energy, and resources, but ultimately provided clarity and justice. Supreme Court intervention. The Supreme Court delivered relief for the party on the 4th of April 2025, when in a unanimous judgment, it allowed the appeal filed by Senator Nenadi and Senator Darlington and affirmed the tenure of the former leadership had indeed expired, while cautioning party leaders to obey party constitution and exit the stage when their tenure is over. Despite this clarity, misinterpretations and acts of impunity continued. Federal High Court judgment of January 21, 2026. The Federal High Court, riding on the Supreme Court judgment, delivered a landmark judgment on the 21st of January 2026, affirming Senator Nenadi-led Caretaker National Working Committee as authentic leadership of the party pending the National Convention, and issued consequential order of court directing the INEC to recognize the caretaker leadership. Court of Appeal judgment of 21st April 2026. Similarly, just a few days ago, precisely on the 21st of April 2026, the Court of Appeal in Abuja upheld the Federal High Court judgment, finally settling the dispute. For us as a party, this was the judicial climax of the dispute and best gift for our congresses and this national convention, because it restored the legal order, legitimacy, and institutional authority to our party. To God be the glory. Party activities and statutory meetings. Despite legal headwinds and hostile circumstances, the leadership worked assiduously to stabilize the reposition the party. In the period under review, over 32 virtual meetings were held, in addition to several physical, statutory, and emergency National Working Committee and NEC meetings. Key NEC meetings held. Emergency meeting of the National Executive Council was held on the 9th of April 2025 at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Convened in the aftermath of the Supreme Court judgment, duly convened statutory NEC meeting was also held on the 18th July 2025 at the Transcorp Hilton, Abuja, with the mandatory 21 days notice given to INEC. Hybrid NEC meetings of 7th August 2025 conducted via the Labour Party virtual platform to operationalize the resolution of the July 18, 2025 NEC meeting. Emergency NEC meeting of 31st January 2026 was held at the Abia Governor's Lodge, Asokoro, Abuja, following the Federal High Court victory of 21st January 2026 and the historic NEC meeting of 17th March 2026, duly monitored by officials of Independent National Electoral Commission, affirming the transparency and institutional compliance. These meetings collectively produced far-reaching decisions and resolutions that led the strategic and constitutional foundation of a successful conduct of what? Local government and state congresses, culminating in today's elective national convention. The report of these meetings, resolutions, and ratification instruments for NEC decisions have been duly transmitted to the INEC and has been well acknowledged by the Commission. The 2023 general election and the political function of the party. The 2023 election cycle marked an unprecedented rise for the Labour Party. Against all expectation, the party secured over 6.1 million votes in the presidential election, produced the best performing governor in Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, won 7 Senate seats, including the first ever minority whip of the Senate in the 10th Senate, secured 38 seats in the House of Representatives, won over 40 seats in the State House of Assemblies. However, due to the leadership crisis, the party was absent on the ballot in Osun, Ekiti, and FCT area council elections. We also missed several by-elections nationwide, and national secretariat was criminally invaded, with sensitive files, documents, and assets carted away, an issue now under security investigation. Notwithstanding these challenges, what remains is a committed core of the most credible political actors in Nigeria, and we owe everyone here a debt of gratitude for your resilience and solidarity. Key achievements of the Caretaker National Working Committee. In the period under review, the party has recorded a number of achievements, including but not limited to the following. 1. The party produced the first female national chairman of the major political party in Nigeria in the person of Senator Nenadi Esther Osman, PhD. Number 2, initiated and implemented a digital membership e-registration system aligning with the Electoral Act of 2026. 3, grew the party membership base by over 300%. 4, engaged the diplomatic community and international democracy institutions to deepen resilience, democratic culture in political party administration. 5, successfully conducted the INEC 2025 verification and assessment of political parties exercise and received commendation from INEC assessment team for parties, organizational excellence, and secretarial professionalism. 6, conducted several National Working Committee and NEC meetings and fully implemented decisions. 7, convened a high-level stakeholders summit with NLC and TUC political commission members from over 33 states across the federation and more than 200 participants to deepen institutional stability and membership drive for the party. Number 8, reconcile the party's political leadership with its institutional members and leadership of NLC and TUC and receive hundreds of thousands of high-profile and grassroots individuals who came to join the party in the last few months. Number 9, appointed functional state interim caretaker working committee nationwide to administer the affairs of the party at the sub-national levels pending the substantive congresses that has just been concluded. Number 10, won all major legal cases and restored constitutional order to the party. Number 11, renovated the National Secretariat, paid off 2 years of rent arrears, staff salaries, wage arrears, provided boreholes, water system at the Secretariat to guarantee clean water and enhance hygiene and sanitation. I hope you will not be surprised when you hear that arrears salaries are being paid. You can know where we are coming from Abia State, where the governor pays up everything that is being owed. Number 12, successfully conducted the 2026 World Local Governments, State Congresses, a feat the party had not achieved in the 8 years consistently. Number 13, restored the party's presence at INEC consultative meeting, IPAC, and other institutional bodies. Number 14, undertake nationwide engagement with labor union affiliates, including the Medical and Health Workers Union, Textile Garment Union, Kaduna Nigerian Union of Public Service Repositoral Secretariat, Data Processors and Allied Workers, NOLGE, NUT, and ASU, among others. 15, initiated a comprehensive constitutional amendment process to strengthen the internal democracy and institutional stability of the party, the report of which will be presented here today. Number 16, professionalized the national secretariat processes and procedures and have been severally commended by several oversight institutions and stakeholders for extraordinary proficiency, organizational efficiency, excellence, and innovative character of the secretariat of the party. 17, successfully organized this 2026 Inclusive and Unity National Convention with the theme Labour Party Rising for Victory. Financial status. The party is still in the process of recovering full access to its official accounts, restoring banking relationship, and reconciling financial records disrupted during the crisis. Membership dues, voluntary donations, and stakeholder support remains critical instrument for sustaining party operations. We have been surviving on the benevolence of the national leader, the governor, and the personal sacrifices of party leadership and support team. We call members, leaders, and stakeholders to take their membership obligation and show better commitment in the financing of the party activities. Relationship with other political parties. The Labour Party maintains cordial relationship with other political parties in Nigeria. As the only political party with statutory institutional members, we remain committed to the unity, stability, and progress of Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Nigerian state, the Labour Party, and the road to 2027. As we approach the 2027 general election, the Labour Party is rising. We will offer credible, visionary, and patriotic candidates who reflect our ideology of democratic socialism, anchored on social justice and equal opportunity, the platform to represent the party at various elective positions, at various elective elections. Our engagement on the national issues will remain principled, policy-driven, purpose-oriented, pro-people, and align with the aspiration of the unity of Nigeria. Appreciation. We, as the Interim National Working Committee, we extend our profound gratitude to His Excellency Dr. Alex Chioma Oti OFR, Governor of Abia State, our national leader, and the shining example of governance excellence in Nigeria and globally. We appreciate the NLC, the TUC leadership, Comrade President Joe Ajere and Comrade President Festus Osifo for their unwavering support and commitment to ideals of the labor movement. We extend gratitude to members of the Board of Trustees led by Acting Chairman Pa Lawson Osage and Acting Secretary Comrade Mohammed Nuhu Salisu. Other members of NEC, our state, local government award officers, delegates, and every stakeholder who stood firmly for truth, justice, and revival of our great party. Your collective sacrifices have ensured that the dream of the founding fathers of our Labour Party remains alive and renewed. Having read all, Your Excellency and the great delegates, the National Working Committee, and those that likely today may emerge to lead our party at the national level, and those that have already emerged at the states, local government awards across Nigeria. As I bow out today as the National Secretary of this party in few hours from now, I stand before you with gratitude and a deep sense of honor as I take a bow as the Interim National Secretary of our great party. First, I give all glory and thanks to God Almighty for the grace, strength, and wisdom to serve in this capacity and to complete this phase of our collective journey. This period has tested us. We faced legal contest, internal challenges, and moments that stretched our unity. Yet, we stood firm, guided by our belief in justice, equity, and a people-centered democracy. We did not just endure, we grew stronger. I must pay special tribute to the leader of the party, His Excellency Dr. Alex Chioma Oti. Your courage, clarity, and steady leadership helped anchor the party through the turbulent times. You provided not just direction, but reassurance. Under your leadership, the Labour Party has found renewed strength and credibility. My sincere appreciation also goes to our interim national chairman, distinguished Senator Nenadi Osman. Your calm resolve and commitment to due process provided stability and direction when it mattered most. To my colleagues and the entire interim team, I thank you for your sacrifice and dedication. I must especially commend Dr. Chibuzo Okereke for his tireless efforts, the sleepless nights and meticulous work to meet ICNEC requirements, crossing the T's and dotting I's, exemplified true service. Distinguished delegates, today is a transition to new leadership and a greater responsibility. As we approach upcoming election, our focus must be very clear. We must build and sustain strong party structure from the ward to local government, to the state and to the national level. Elections are won at the grassroots, not at the center. Our structures must be active, disciplined, and connected to the people. We must deepen grassroots engagement, strengthen internal democracy, and uphold transparency in all our processes. To the incoming National Working Committee, I have full confidence in your capacity to deliver. Lead with courage and fairness. Be assured that my doors remain open for guidance and support whenever needed. As a party, let us rise to the responsibility. Nigerians are watching, hopeful and expectant. They deserve a party that is organized, united, and ready to lead as we have it today. Let us close ranks, build strong structures from the world to the national, and march forward with discipline and purpose. The future is ours to shape, and together we will win. Thank you for the privilege to serve. God bless the Labour Party. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I remain Darlington Wokocha.
Labour Party, please put your hands together for the outgoing National Secretary of our party, distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. I've been told that maybe we need to have some music at one point or the other, but again, I can understand it has been a long time the Labour Party had a unity convention. It's a constitutional event, it's a serious matter. We will have some musical interlude, and maybe before we start the substantive motions. But for now, we will move to our institutional partners' goodwill messages. And I'd like to invite the MNI himself, representing the TUC president, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, is hereby represented by Comrade Nuhu Toro, PhD, MNI. Put our hands together for him to deliver the goodwill message on behalf of the TUC.
Before that, let us
before he does that, we would like to invite the chairman of session to approve or put the question that the annual report of the National Secretary of the party be received by the convention in session. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, those who are in favor that the annual report of the party so presented be received into the official records of the party, say aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it. The report received and adopted.
Thank you very much. The chair in session. Now we have the honor to receive the MNI to move the goodwill message on behalf of the TUC. Please put our hands together for Nuhu Toro, PhD.
Solidarity, great Nigerian people, great Nigerian workers, of the greatest Nigerian workers, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, delegates, I am Comrade General N.A. Toro, PhD, MNI Daga, Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, representing the President, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo. I bring you warm and fraternal greetings on behalf of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria and the entire working people of our great nation. It is both an honor and a responsibility to convey this goodwill message at this critical convention, one that carries the hopes and aspiration of millions of Nigerian workers and citizens who look to the Labour Party as a credible platform for justice, equity, people-oriented governance, like the one you have here in Abia State. The convention, Your Excellencies, invited guests, must not be seen as a mere procedural gathering. It is a defining moment in the history of our Labour Party, and indeed the broader struggle for social and economic emancipation in Nigeria. The decision taken here will shape the direction of the party and determine its capacity to resolve the yearning of Nigerian masses. Today, Your Excellencies, invited guests, Nigerian workers are confronted with unprecedented challenges: soaring inflation, declining purchasing power, job insecurity, and a general erosion of living standard. The situation demands a bold, disciplined, ideological, grounded political alternative. The Labour Party must rise to this occasion. On behalf of Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, I urge this convention to reaffirm the founding principles of the party. Principles rooted in social justice, fairness, accountability, and the protection of workers' rights. The party must remain a true vehicle, the working class, for the working class, I beg your pardon, not one hijacked by opportunities, not one hijacked by opportunistic interests or compromised by forces that do not share in its vision. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria stands in solidarity with the Labour Party. We remain committed to constructive engagement that enhance the welfare of Nigerian workers and the masses. Together, we must build a Nigeria where governance serves the people, where dignity of labor is upheld, and where prosperity is judiciously shared. Let this convention rekindle hope, inspire confidence, and send a clear signal that the Labour Party is prepared, united, and resolute in the mission to restore and transform Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Solidarity.
Thank you very much, MNI. We now invite the President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, represented by the Chairman of the NLC National Political Commission, Comrade Engineer Stephen Okoro. Put your hands together for him. He's representing the President General of NLC, Comrade Joe Ajero. Thereafter, the acting BOT Chairman will deliver a goodwill message. I've had a conversation with the Chairman in session for this convention, and he has graciously approved that the time be reviewed from 30 seconds to 1 minute for goodwill messages.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State and his dear wife, the National Chairman of the Labour Party, National Working Committees, members of the State and House of Assembly, distinguished delegates, comrades and workers of Nigeria. My name is Comrade Stephen Igor Okoro, the Vice President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, the Chairman of the Political Commission, and also the President of the Construction Workers in Nigeria. I'm here to present the goodwill message of the President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajero. Thus, I bring you warm fraternal greetings from the Nigeria Labour Congress and the entire Nigeria workers It is with a deep sense of solidarity and history that we gather here today in Umuahia, not for unusual political events, but for a defining moment in our collective struggle for economic justice, social democracy, and the liberations of our people. Today is the outcome of a walk through fire. Let us remind ourselves, the Labour Party was not handed to us by billionaires or political godfathers. It was built by Nigeria Labour Congress in 2002, brick by brick, from the sweat of labor, the resilience of market women, the struggles of farmers, artisans, students, civil society. Though it began as a party for social democracy for registration purposes, its true essence has always been clear, a political platform rooted in working class consciousness and committed to people-centered governance. Our journey has not been easy. It is a path filled with struggle because it is a product of the struggle. We have faced internal betrayals, external sabotage, and persistent attempts by agents of neoliberalism and contrary ideologies to hijack and weaken the party. Yet, we are still standing, stronger, wiser, and more determined. The storm have not broken us. They have not shaped our resolve. They make us stronger. But comrades, we must be honest. What this party become going forward depends entirely on what we do with it. The responsibility lies with us, the workers, the masses, and especially you, the delegate gathered here. This convention is not just procedural, it is ideological. It is about defending the souls of the Labour Party. It is about Nigeria. The Labour Party is different. It is not a cartel for elite interests. It is a movement of the oppressed and the disposed. This difference must not be reduced to slogans. It must shape our thinking, guide our decisions, and define our leadership. If we abandon our ideology, we lose our purpose. And if we oppose it, progress is inevitable. Burying your personal aspiration and let the interests of the party become sublime, let us unite. We must grow. We must move from one governor to many governors. This is not a dream. It is achievable, but it demands discipline, commitment, and the courage to remain true to our ideas in the face of inducement and pressure. Let us never forget that on this platform, Okada riders and capitals have risen to the National Assembly. This is the promise of the Labour Party, a true people platform. However, we must also confront a painful truth. The defection of many of the 48 legislators elected under our banner is a serious setback. It exposes a lack of ideological grounding. This convention must correct that. We must produce a leader who understands, believes in, and are ready to defend the philosophy of the Labour Party. Leaders who will represent the people with integrity across all levels of governance. Comrades, there is a proof that our ideas work. Here in Abia State, Labour leadership has shown that governance can be purposeful, that dead cities can be revived, and that physical discipline can improve lives. This is the standard we must replicate across Nigeria. As we look ahead to 2027, the task is urgent. Our nation remains trapped in a system that prioritizes profit over people, where poverty deepens, inequality widens, and the majority suffer while a few prosper. This is the realities of neoliberalism and its system we must challenge. We have a duty we cannot do from this place alone. Every delegate here must return home as an organizer. Go back and mobilize. Organize in your workplaces, your markets, your states and communities, your campuses. Build a structure, educate the people, awaken the consciousness of the masses. The 2027 election will not be won by chance. It will be won through deliberate, sustained organization. We are organizers. The Nigeria Labour Congress reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the Labour Party. We will continue to stand with you as our baby, to defend this platform and to mobilize Nigerian workers in its support. I therefore call on all of us, workers, market women, students, artisans, civil society, to unite under this banner. Together, we must rescue our nation from the grip of neoliberalism and its apostles who have held Nigeria down on development for decades. Distinguished delegates, you are most welcome to this convention. I wish you a fruitful deliberations and bold decisions. Let us leave Umaya renewed in purpose, united in struggle, and ready to organize for victory. The workers are the strength, the people are the power, and the Labour Party is the vehicle for this change. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, comrades. Please, our veteran comrades, leader, Pa Lawson Osage, the acting BOT chairman of the Labour Party. Let's welcome him. Over 80-something, has been in the labor union since 1970s, and he's still here. Put your hands together for him. Very passionate. Because of how long he has spent in the union, we'll reduce his time to 30 seconds. That way, he will deliver.
Amandla! Amandla! Aweto! Aweto! I stand on all existing protocol. Today is one of my happiest days. For an upward of 20 years, we have been hoping for a day like this for the Labour Party. It has been reduced to 30 minutes, but I will make it 30 seconds because unionists, we don't talk too much. My candid advice, while we'll appreciate our one and only governor, while we'll appreciate this very special delegates conference, I say with all amount of honesty, all is not well with Labour Party. Therefore, the first assignment of the incoming executive will challenge you to make sure you put the house in order. It is then, when we are sitting over a bottle, we will look left, we will look right. Like they say of the lizard, you will nod your head that yes, this is an institution you contributed, you labored, and today is ending on a very sounding note. On behalf of the chairman, Comrade SOZ Ejiofor, popularly referred to as head of service, we extend fraternal greetings to this august occasion. May the Almighty Lord continue to guide you, protect you, and we make progress. Amandla. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Put your hands together for him. I will invite the chairman in session to perform two functions. One, receive the goodwill messages that have been delivered, and also to step down one of the items on protocol grounds for delivery after other proceedings. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Thank you very much. The goodwill and solidarity messages are appreciated. I hereby step down the fourth item, which is the governor's goodwill message based on order of protocol. The goodwill messages and solidarity messages are appreciated.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In session, based on popular request and the character of democracy that is expressed in the Labour Party, we will invite our veteran musician, Bright Timeze, for just 2 minutes musical interlude before we move to substantive motions.
Okun choriku jinja nwusi ibe gabura makebe obi agocha gabura makebe Abia State le unu gabura makebe unu bara makebe Governor Lesi Oti woka nwere mkpanaka ya Ure ati wo shimri oshimiri ewu oche ti wo shimri oshimiri oche dura Abia State ngafo shimri oshimiri ewu Governor Lesi Oti woka nwere mkpanaka ya ure ati wo shimri oshimiri dura Abia State ngafo shimri oshimiri Alese dura Abia State ngafo shimri oshimiri Alexoti, we wish you
4 more years in office.
We wish you
4 more years in office.
We want you
4 more years in office.
Alexoti, we want you
4 more years in office.
We need you
4 more years in office.
We want you 4 more years in office. You are a performer. Whoa! Anu kolu sineli gwenada. This is Relemonu. Onye gato Abia State na Abuja.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Anu kolu sineli gwenada. This is Relemonu. Onye gete kwa Abia State.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Anu kolu sineli gwenada. This is Relemonu. Onye gato Abia State na Abuja.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Anu kolu sineli gwenada. This is Relemonu. Onye gete kwa Abia State.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Obi nigwe biko chekwara nyi ae.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Choko bi nigwe biko chekwara nyi ae.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Obi nigwe biko chekwara nyi ae.
Governor Lesi Oti.
Choko bi nigwe biko chekwara nyi ae.
Governor Lesi
Alexoti, we need you.
4 more years in office.
We want you.
4 more years in office.
We need you.
4 more years in office.
We want you.
More years in office.
We need you.
More years in office.
We want you. 4 more years in office. You're a performer. Governor Lesi Oti, woka nwere mkpanaka ya, were etiwo osimiri ya.
Osimiri ya, ewu.
Oti etiwo osimiri ya.
Osimiri ya.
Oti geduru Abia State, gafo osimiri ya.
Osimiri ya, ewu.
Governor Lesi Oti, woka nwere mkpanaka ya, were etiwo osimiri ya.
Osimiri ya, ewu.
Duru Abia State, gafo osimiri ya.
Osimiri ya.
Alese duru Abia State, gafo osimiri ya. Osimiri ya. We want you.
4 more years in office.
We need you.
4 more years in office.
Unless you want you.
4 more years in office.
We want you.
4 more years in office.
We need you.
4 more years in office.
We want you. 4 more years in office. You are a performer.
Thank you. Please put your hands together for the veteran himself. At this point, I request the chairman of the convention in session to call the convention back to order after this very important, refreshing musical session. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, this convention is called to order.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We will move to critical substantive motions for consideration of this convention. This is one of the most important
Order,
sessions.
please. Order, please. Order, please.
Shall we resume our seat, please? The National Convention is a constitutional event and is important. Our monitors are here. Let me also remind them that during the NEC of 17th March 2026, the NEC in session formally adopted the 2019 Labour Party Constitution as amended, and the resolution of that NEC was duly transmitted to INEC and acknowledgement also received. And as such, this convention is operating under the prescriptions and predictions and provisions of the 2019 Constitution of the Labour Party. I'm aware that distinguished national commissioners for INEC are here. We shall recognize them accordingly in due course. Let me now invite Honorable Obinna Agocha to move the first substantive motion for this convention to disown and invalidate and declare of no effect some illegitimate activities that may have happened in the past under this party for the convention to consider and take decision on. Honorable Agocha, this will be followed by a seconder, Honorable Uchenna Okoro Kalu, the Abia State House of Assembly. Please get ready to second the motion.
Your Excellencies, the Executive Governor of Abia State, Your Excellency, the Caretaker Interim Chairman, Your Excellency, the National Secretary, and the Chairman in session, distinguished delegates, my name is Right Honorable Obi Agocha. I represent the good people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency of Abia State. I'm here to move the second motion of the day, today, 28th of April, 2026. A motion to disown, invalidate, and declare of no effect the purported and illegal convention of the former leadership of the party held on the 27th March 2024 at Nnewi, Anambra State. Your Excellency, I rise to draw the attention of this August convention to the purported convention held on the 27th March 2024 at Nnewi, Anambra State by the former leadership of the party, which stands in clear violation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, pursuant to Section 223, subsection 2A of the Nigerian Constitution. The election of officers or members of the executive committee of a political party shall be deemed periodical only if conducted at intervals not exceeding 4 years. In further compliance, Articles 13.1, 13.5, and 13.8, and 13.10, respectively, of our party constitution, provide for the National Convention every 4 years, and elective congresses at state, local government, and ward levels every 3 years. Critically, Article 13.1a, subsection 4, establishes that delegates to the National Convention must emerge from duly constituted state executive councils, which themselves derive legitimacy from properly conducted local government and ward congresses. Distinguished delegates, it is inconceivable and constitutionally unattainable that state executive councils should be deemed subsisting while the tenure of the National Executive Committee, fixed at 4 years, had already elapsed, with subordinate structures purportedly remained in place. Such a contradiction offends logic, constitutional order, and due process. The convention is further invited to note that both the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and courts of competent jurisdiction have since affirmed the illegitimacy of that exercise, reinforcing its nullity. Accordingly, I move that this convention, as the supreme authority of the party, formally disown, invalidate, and declares of no effect the said illegal convention, nullify and remove all officers purportedly filled therein in accordance with Article 13.1b, subsection 4 of the Labour Party Constitution, and mandates firm disciplinary actions against those responsible for this grave constitutional breach and abuse of democratic processes. I so move.
Seconder, please.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I am Okoro Uchenna Carlo. I am the member representing Anochukwu State constituency in Abia State House of Assembly. Your Excellencies, this afternoon I rise to move a motion to second the motion to disown, invalidate, and declare of no effect the purported convention held on the 27th March 2024 at Nnewi by the former leadership of the party. I fully align with the opposition so eloquently presented, noting that the said gathering was conducted in clear violation of Section 223, Subsection 2, Subsection A of the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria, as amended in 1999, and the relevant provisions of the Labour Party Constitution 2029 as amended, particularly Articles 13, Subsection 1, Section 13, Subsection 5, Section 13, Subsection 8, Section 13, Subsection 10, and Section 13, Subsection 1A, which prescribe the lawful process for constituting delegates, and conducting a valid convention. Distinguished delegates, the absence of duly constituted ward, LGA, and state congresses fundamentally undermine the legitimacy of that very exercise, rendering its outcomes null and void. The fact that both INEC and courts of competent jurisdiction have affirmed its illegitimacy further strengthens the necessity for this convention to take a clear and decisive position. Accordingly, I second this motion and urge this distinguished convention to adopt it in full in defense of constitutional order, internal democracy, and integrity of our great party, Labour Party. I so second. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded that this convention do disown, invalidate, and declare of no effect the purported and illegal convention of the former leadership of the party held on the 27th March 2024 at Newi, being contrary to the party's constitution and the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Those who are in favor of this motion say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We move to the second substantive motion of the day, standing in the name of Honorable Amobi Oga MHR for the ratification of appointment of the Caretaker National Working Committee of the Labour Party. We invite Honorable Amobi to table this motion before the National Convention in session, and thereafter it will be seconded by Honorable Ume Matthias. Kindly also be close to enable you second it with the speed of light.
His Excellency, our amiable Governor and wife, honorable delegates here present, Chairman in section, my name is Right Honorable Amobi Godwin Oga. I'm here to move a motion for the ratification of the appointment of the interim Caretaker National Working Committee of the Labour Party by the NEC and stakeholders of the party at Umuahia on September 4, 2024. I rise to move this very critical motion, which goes to the heart of the stability, continuity, and lawful administration of our great party. Pursuant to Article 13, Sub 2B of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, which vests powers and functions in the National Executive Council, NEC, and following the vacuum created by the expiration of the tenure of all officers of the National Working Committee, the surviving members of the NEC, alongside elected political office holders and key stakeholders of the party, convened in Umuahia, this historic city, on 4th September 2024. At that meeting, and in the overriding interest of preserving the party, a Caretaker National Working Committee was duly constituted, led by Senator Nenadi Usman, PhD, as acting national chairman, and Senator Darlington Wokocha as acting national secretary, among others. The Caretaker National Working Committee was mandated to manage the affairs of the party, constitute the caretaker state working committees, to ensure functional governance at the sub-national level, and conduct substantive congresses and a national convention. The convention is invited to note that this This action was a necessary, lawful, and constitutionally grounded intervention aimed at safeguarding the party from leadership paralysis. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, the caretaker working committees so constituted have played a vital role in restoring order, maintaining party cohesion, and preparing the ground for the re-establishment of fully democratic structures. Accordingly, I hereby move that this August Convention ratifies the Constitution of the Caretaker National Working Committee as a valid act of internal party governance, consistent with the provision and spirit of party's constitution. I so move. Chairman, inception. Thank you.
Seconder, please.
Your Excellency, distinguished leaders, delegates of our great party. Your Excellency, my name is Ume Matthias Nwachi, the Deputy Majority Leader, Abia State House of Assembly, and also the member representing the good people of Umunochi in the Abia State House of Assembly. Your Excellency, I rise to second this very important motion for the ratification of the appointment of the Caretaker National Working Committee of our great party. I align fully with the spirit and the contents of this motion in recognizing that the action taken by the surviving members of our National Executive Council alongside elected political office holders and stakeholders on 4th September 2024 in Umuahia was both necessary and constitutionally grounded under Article 13, subsection 2B of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, especially in the face of the leadership vacuum occasioned by the expiration of tenure of the former National Working Committee. Your Excellency, the constitution of the Caretaker Committee led by Senator Nenadi Usman and Senator Darlington Wokocha ensured continuity, stability, and the orderly administration of our party affairs. Accordingly, I second this motion and urge this distinguished convention to ratify the said appointments as a valid and legitimate act carried out in the best interest of our party. Your Excellency, I so second.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded that this convention ratify the appointment of the interim Caretaker National Working Committee of Labour Party. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. Please, for those who are moving this motion, because we have almost 11 motions to move today, let us abridge these motions. And if you are coming to second, just second. Just say, I so second, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In session, the third substantive motion of the day is standing in the name of Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa, the Speaker, Abia State House Assembly. Kindly step forward to move the motion and table it before the convention on the consolidated ratification of various decisions of NEC since inception. And it will be seconded by Professor Theophilus Ndobako, the Deputy National Chairman of the Labour Party. Please do kindly step forward as well.
Your Excellency, sir, and all distinguished delegates, let me stand an already established protocol. This consolidated motion for the ratification of the various decisions of the National Executive Council, NEC, including the emergency NEC of 9th April 2025, the statutory NEC of 18th July 2025, the virtual NEC of 7th August 2025, 31st January 2026, and 17th March 2026, attended by ANEC, and consequential actions of the National Working Committee, NWC, arising therefrom, following the judgment of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on the 4th April 2025, and the Federal Court of 21st January 2026. My name is Emmanuel Emerowa, Right Honorable Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly. I rise to move this consolidated and highly significant motion for the ratification of the decisions and the resolutions of the National Executive Council, NEC, and the consequential actions of the National Working Committee, NWC, undertaken in the overall interest of the party. The convention is invited to note that following the landmark judgment of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on the 4th April 2025, which allowed the appeal of distinguished Senator Nenadi Osman and Senator Darlington Wokocha as caretaker national chairman and caretaker national secretary, respectively, and affirmed the expiration of the tenure of the former national leadership. Subsequent judgments of the Federal High Court, 21st January 2026, and the Court of Appeal, 21st April 2026, reaffirmed the legitimacy of the Senator Nenadi Osman-led leadership pending this national convention. Arising from these judicial pronouncements, the NEC convened validly on the 9th April 2025, 18th July 2025, 7th August 2025, 31st January 2026, and 17th March 2026, with INEC in attendance, where far-reaching decisions were taken, including the reconstitution of the Caretaker National Working Committee, constitution of the Caretaker State Working Committees, membership revalidation, establishment of an e-registration portal in accordance with Article 9 of the Party Constitution and Section 77, subsection 2 of the Electoral Act 2026. Constitution of the Constitutional Review Committee pursuant to Articles 13(2)(b) and 29, adoption of the 2019 Constitution as amended. Formal takeover of party's secretariat located at number 2 IBM Haruna Street, Otako, Abuja. Approval of schedules of Congress, Convention, and 2027 primaries. Issuance of guidelines and disciplinary actions by suspension from the party against erring members, and recognition of His Excellency Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR, as the national leader of the Labour Party. Accordingly, I move that this convention formally ratifies all such decisions and actions as valid, constitutional, and consistent with the aims and objectives of the party under Article 8 and other extant provisions. I so move.
Prof, to second.
No, sir.
Huh?
I should move. His Excellency, distinguished delegates, all protocols observed. Because of our time, I, Professor Theophilus Ndubuako,
hereby second the motion as moved by the Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor, please say aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. In session, just before we move to the next substantive motion, I'd like to recognize the members of the INEC monitoring team, led by Professor Sani M. Adams, SAN. He's a national commissioner. Put your hands together for him. If you don't receive INEC, well, please, can we clap with a loud ovation? We also have Professor Kunle Ajayi, National Commissioner. Put your hands together for him. We have Professor Sylvia Ago, Resident Electoral Commissioner. Put your hands together for her. We have Dr. Ama I. Agwo. Please put your hands together. We have the Deputy Director of EPM from Abuja, Masood Hassan. Put your hands together. We have Omeje I. Ejiofo, the Deputy Director, EPM Abia. Put your hands together. We have Rakia Dajitu. Put your hands together for her. That is Joe, rather, please. We have Onyekachi Magnus. We have Hassan Bello. We have Yusuf Maina. We have Yunus Ayokunle. And we have Kabiru Dauda Michael. Put your hands together for this team. I can tell you empirically that this is the highest number of delegation from INEC ever deployed for any national convention of a political party. That tells you the character of the Labour Party. And thank you to His Excellency for pulling this weight. We thank you, INEC, and you are workers. Ordinarily, you are members of the Labour Party, because even INEC are workers too. But because you are independent, we thank you for coming. God bless you. All right. We move without wasting time to our next substantive motion of the day. This will stand in the name of Comrade Anselm Iragbe, and I invite him to come forward. It's a consolidated motion to disown and invalidate the purported illegal congresses conducted by expired leadership on the 2nd, 4th, and 6th of December 2025. And to second this important motion, please also step forward.
Please just read the title of the motion. You move it, please.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. The fourth motion of the day today, Tuesday, 28 April 2026, is a consolidated motion to disown, invalidate, and declare null and void the purported illegal congresses conducted by the former leadership of the Labour Party between 2nd, 4th, and 6th December 2025, and to ratify the decisions of the National Executive Council, NEC, dissolving all leadership structures emanating therefrom. This motion is a curative motion. It is medicine to the impunity
please move it,
that bedeviled.
Move it, please. Just the long title, you move it, please. Okay. Don't go to the main motion, please.
Okay. So I, Comrade Engineer Dr. Iragbe Anselm, the National Youth Leader, hereby move. Okay, it's okay. So distinguished delegates, NEC, in the exercise of its constitutional powers, duly dissolve all structures arising from these illegal congresses, including the self-styled appointment system of caretaker working committee on renewable monthly and quarterly terms, which constituted a breach of the party's constitution, as most of the people were members of other political parties and are now effectively defected. Accordingly, I move that this convention oppose the decision of NEC and cause the INEC to take judicial and electoral notice of this resolution in the interest of the party. I so moved.
Thank you. Deputy National Chairman, Mrs. Nike Oriola, is here to second the motion. Put your hands together for her.
Please don't
Your
read
Excellencies,
the second,
distinguished
just
delegates.
second it.
My name is Nick Uriola, the Deputy National Chairman, Labour Party. I seconded the last motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor of this motion say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We invite the Deputy Speaker of the State House Assembly, because a motion is standing in his name for ratification of the actions of NEC to constitute state interim working committees pending substantive congresses. This motion will be seconded by Honorable Collins Ugochukwu. Please also step forward and stand by.
The long title and prayer, please.
Motion for the ratification of the actions of the National Executive Council, NEC, and national leadership of the Labour Party in constituting interim/caretaker state working committees. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I am Right Honorable Augustine Okezie Meregene, the Deputy Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly. I rise to move this motion for the ratification of the actions of the NEC and national leadership of the party in constituting interim caretaker state working committees to ensure effective administration at the lower organs across the federation pending substantive congresses. Pursuant to Article 13(2) of the party constitution, NEC is vested with powers to direct and manage the affairs of the party. Accordingly, the NEC resolutions establishing state caretaker committees are constitutionally grounded and undertaken in the best interest of the party to ensure continuity, order, and stability. With a resounding honor, I therefore move that this convention ratifies these said decisions as valid and binding. I so move.
Thank you.
Your Excellencies, honorable delegates, I, Ihionu Kukochwu Collins, member representing the good people of Isialangwa North, I hereby second the motion. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In session, this is another very important motion standing in the name of Honorable Alex Mascot Igweche. Kindly step forward. It's a motion that the National Convention in session do consider and ratify the ward, local government areas, area councils, and state congresses conducted by the party. Honorable Alex is invited to table this motion, which will be seconded by Comrade San Toraki Hamisu, the National Treasurer of the party. Also step forward.
Please, the title and prayer.
My name is Honorable Alex Mascot Igweche. Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, I rise to move a motion for the ratification of the ward, local government area councils, and state congresses conducted by the party on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th April, respectively. Accordingly, I move that this convention adopts and ratifies the valid outcomes of the said congresses, oppose all resolutions therein, pursuant to Article 17 of the party constitution, removing all officers in the illegally constituted structures purported and created by the former national leadership. I so move. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegate, My name is Comrade Hamus Santuraki. I rise to second this motion affirming that the ward, local government and area council and state congresses of the 23, 24, 25 April 2026 were properly conducted and in line with the Constitution, Electoral Act 2026 and the INEC guidelines. I support full ratification of these valid outcomes and resolution. I so submit, Mr. Chairman.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion for the ratification of the ward, local government, area councils and state congresses conducted by the party on the 23rd, 24th and 25th April 2026 respectively, which elected officers of the executive councils of the party at various organs has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think we should put our hands together for the chairman in session. We have another important motion and is embedded with the report of the Constitutional Review Committee. I don't know if Barrister Eric Ifere is around now. If he's here, you may come and table the report of the committee. By the leave of the chairman and other members of the committee, I also served in that committee. Is Barrister Eric here to enable us? Otherwise, I will request the chairman in session by the leave of the chairman to approve that as a member of the committee, I may report to convention the outcome of that Constitutional Review report.
Is the chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee here? In his absence, Ambassador Chibuzo, you can give us the report with your motion.
All right, Mr. Chairman, several sessions of the 2019 Constitution of the party was amended, including Article 1 was amended to immediately after Labour Party add the abbreviation LP. Article 2 of the Constitution has been amended to reflect supremacy of the party constitution. Article 3 also has been amended to reflect the motto, 4 to reflect slogan, 5 to reflect logo, 6 to reflect flag, 7 to reflect registered office, 9 has been amended to include establishment of Labour Party e-registration portal in line with Section 7.7 of the Electoral Act 2026 and INEC guidelines. Article 11 also to reflect party organization. It now has special wings of the party, which include women's wings, youth and student wings, platform, political commission and committees, people living with disabilities, diaspora community, and other relevant wing as NEC may approve. It further establishes the Labour Party Institute for Democracy and Leadership Development to be the policy think tank, leadership training center, research and capacity building arm of the party. Article 2 was also amended to now establish zonal organs of the party to include zonal congresses, zonal executive committee, zonal working committee, and of course, polling unit committee. Article 13 has also been amended to provide for composition, functions, and powers of these new organs. Article 17 was amended to reflect the procedure for removal of zonal officers to be 2/3 majority of vote by zonal congress. Article 18 has been amended to add the word appointment in the beginning. Article 19 has also been amended to state the National Executive Committee shall ratify major expulsion. And also, various articles were amended to reflect the language of Section 223 of the Constitution that speaks to executive committees and not executive council as currently reflected in the current Constitution. Article 23 has been amended to add meetings, venues, and in front of quorum. Before now, the party does not have meetings provisions, only quorum, and that has been amended. 25 has been amended to establish Labour Party Development Trust Fund. 26 has also been amended to reflect the common seal of the party. Oath of office was missing, or rather, oath of allegiance was missing, and it has been amended to reflect. Article 28 of the Constitution has been amended to reflect nominations of candidates for election at any level. 29 of the Constitution have been amended to reflect audit of party accounts by a competent firm of accountants as external auditors. Several offices has also been created, like the two deputy national publicity secretaries, two deputy national, rather a deputy national leader, either a male or female, and several other amendments as contained in the report therein. Mr. Chairman, in session, on behalf of Chairman of the committee and all members of committee, I accordingly table before this convention in session that the report of this committee be approved and the amendment be approved in line with Article 29 of the Constitution of the Labour Party 2019 as amended. Mr. Chairman, I so move and accordingly invite Honorable Ihana Chonwogu of the Abia State House of Assembly to quickly, with the speed of light, second this motion and for Chairman to put the question.
His Excellency, my name is Nwogu Iheanacho, member representing Osisio Mangwa at the Abia State House of Assembly. I second the motion as moved by the leader.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded that we adopt the report of the Constitution Amendment Committee. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The next motion is standing in the name of Honorable Monachim Alozie. Kindly step forward. This will be seconded by Honorable Roland Caesar. It's on considered motion to accept and commend key judicial, electoral, and leadership intervention in strengthening the party.
This motion is very important. Honorable Monachim, you can take it. You can take it fully.
Thank you, Chairman, in session. Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, my name is Honorable Monachim Ikechi Alozie, a member representing Obiungwa, Ugunabosioma Federal Constituency. Consolidation motion to accept and commend key judicial, electoral, and leadership interventions in strengthening the Labour Party. Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, I rise to move this consolidated motion for the acceptance and commendation of the decisions of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the Court of Appeal, and the Federal High Court of Nigeria, whose landmark judgments have reinforced constitutional supremacy, internal democracy, and the rule of the law within our great party. That this convention particularly commends the Nigerian judiciary for its courageous role in safeguarding the soul of the Labour Party and upholding justice over illegality. Similarly, the convention is invited to recognize the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for its institutional integrity and regulatory vigilance in ensuring compliance with electoral laws and the party guidelines. The convention is further invited to recognize the stabilizing leadership of His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, the national leader of the party, as well as the Senator Ninadi Usman and the Senator Darlington Wokocha-led caretaker National Working Committee for restoring order, unity, and administrative coherence within the party. The convention also acknowledges the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, the Trade Union Congress, TUC, and the Board of Trustees for their steadfast solidarity, institutional support. Accordingly, I move that this convention formally accept and commend these judicial, electoral, and leadership interventions as fundamental to the unity, stability, and the progressive advancement of the Labour Party, and mandate the NEC, when constituted, to write formal letters to extend the commendation of the convention to the individuals and the bodies. I so move.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, I'm Dennis Roland Chiwendu. I speak Fabians. I represent Isialangwa South State Constituency. I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Munachim Alozia. I so second, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates. Motion has been moved to accept and commend decisions of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the Federal High Court of Nigeria, and the Independent National Electoral Commission, as well as the leadership efforts of Senator Ninadi Usman-led caretaker National Working Committee, the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, BOTs, and the national leader of the Labour Party, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, in strengthening and stabilizing the party. Those who are in favor of this motion, say aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In session, I'll now move for our next substantive motion, standing in the name of Honorable Benedict Etana Bene. I urge him to step forward to take this motion that the National Convention do consider to delegate certain powers to NEC when constituted. And this motion will be seconded by Honorable Emeka, the Chief Whip of Abia State House of Assembly. Please also step forward quickly.
Just the title and prayer.
His Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, our Caretaker Committee Chairman, Chairman in Section, distinguished delegates. My name is Barrister Ben Etana Bene. I represent the people of Okpe, Sapele, Uwe Federal Constituency. Your Excellency, I'm from Delta State. My motion is to delegate certain powers of the National Convention to the National Executive Council, NEC, for post-convention implementation and compliance. Accordingly, I move that this convention delegates these powers to NEC in the overall interest of the party and empower the NEC and leadership of the party to take all necessary legitimate actions to ensure the effective administration of the party. His Excellency, I so move.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, my name is Obioma Emeka. I represent the good people of Umuahia South State constituency and the Chief Whip of Abia State House of Assembly. I rise to second this very important motion. I therefore urge this convention to adopt this motion with the speed of light. I so second.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. In session, we are gradually getting there, and I think we should applaud yourselves. Please, let's put our hands together for ourselves who have been conducting ourselves so well and observing the proceedings. It's now time to take this substantive motion, standing in the name of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto. I urge him to step forward. It's a supplementary motion for constitution of the Board of Trustees by NEC when constituted.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, and for those who were not properly recognized, I want to assure you that God recognizes you more. I rise to move this supplementary motion inviting this convention to approve that the National Executive Council, NEC, when constituted, proceeds to constitute a board of trustees of the party in accordance with Article 13(5) and other extant provisions of the Labour Party Constitution 2026, including the applicable transitional, savings, and sunset clauses. I, Engineer Metu Ikechukwu, Deputy Governor, Abia State, therefore move that this convention mandates NEC to constitute the board of trustees in line with the Constitution and in the best interest of the party. Chairman in session, I so move.
Yeah. Honorable Lewis to second.
Your Excellency, the workaholic governor of Abia State, His Excellencies, distinguished delegates, my name is Honorable Louis Chinemerem Obiang. I represent the good people of Ukwa East State constituency. I rise this moment to second the motion ably moved by the Deputy Governor of Abia State. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved by the Deputy Governor and seconded by member representing Ukwa constituency. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In session, we have another motion standing in the name of Honorable Augustine Okeze. It's a supplementary motion to leave suspension of erring members. I invite the Honorable to table this motion before the convention. Thereafter, the motion will be seconded by the National Vice Chairman, Northeast. Professor, Prof, you are the seconder of the motion. Please kindly come.
Supplementary motion to lift suspension of erring members. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I have before me supplementary motion to lift suspension of erring members of the party who were suspended by the NEC in session resolution of 17th March 2026 for various offenses. In line with Article 13B II of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, the NEC can report to the National Convention and make recommendations for the National Convention, which the National Convention shall take decision on. Accordingly, NEC hereby reports that the leadership of the party has reviewed the circumstances surrounding the suspension of some of the members of the party at the NEC meeting of 17th March 2026, and hereby requests that the National Convention session lifts the suspension imposed on these members, and for the convention to approve that they should have the power to enjoy their full privileges as members of the party. They are 1. Enei G. Zidoga. 2. Hilda Dokubo. 3. Lincoln Charles. 4. Mohammed Sabitu Aliyu. 5. Oga Osim. 6. Vincent Okweke. 7. Kasmia Abo Uchenna. 8. Simon Zubairu Banga. 9. Abdul Jamid Said Suleiman. 10. Emmanuel Ageda. 11. Awala Ahmed. 12. Olarama Jubrila. 13. Grace Zafara Posat. 14. Suleiman Abu Rahman Abdul. 15. Ajibade Adekunle Samson. 16. Alexander Emmanuel Ombugu. 17. Elizabeth Ativie. 18. Godwin Gioke. 19. Irene Ibunedion. 20. Osas Frank. 21. Kennedy Ahanotu. 22. Aidele Olurufemi. 23. B. Arabambi. 24. Umar Farouk Ibrahim. 25. Awal Tafoki. And 26. Obiora Ifo. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I so move. Thank you, Chairman in session.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I am Professor Lamela L. Silas, the National Vice Chairman, Northeast. I stand on the motion that has been put on ground and hereby second this motion for the delegates' approval. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved by the Deputy Speaker that this convention do lift the suspension on the underlisted members of our party and has also been seconded. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, in session. At this point, I think, tell your neighbor we are getting there. Look at your neighbor, eyeball to eyeball, say we are getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Labour Party, forward ever, LP, Papa, Mama, Pikin, LP. I think we should put our hands together for our chairman in session. We should also put our hands together for the national leader of the party. He has been here since noon. And the First Lady of Abia State, put your hands together for her. I think we should also put our hands together for the national chairman of the party. Put your hands together for all the House of Rep members, all the State House of Assembly members, and our legal team. Please put your hands together for the Labour Party legal team, led by the Attorney General himself and other senior lawyers. Please, can you clap for them, please? I know how many affidavits I have to go and record in the courts. When Attorney General, he can call you at any time and tell you you have to go and do this. And today is a resounding success. Thank you, sir, for your leadership and all the team members. Right now, we are at that moment. And I think if you have any NWC member close to you, shake their hands and say, congratulations. You made it to the end of your tenure. Congratulations. You may be renewed, you may not be renewed, but we are grateful to God. And with that, I have the honor to invite the man who has just moved his valedictory speech, the caretaker national secretary of the party, the distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, who will table the motion for the formal dissolution of the caretaker national working committee before the convention to enable creation of vacancies and for election to be conducted. I invite the distinguished senator to table this motion, whether this convention is interested in electing new members of NWC. This will be seconded by a woman, Pastor Mrs. Umana, who led us in a thunderous, anointed opening prayer for the Christians. I'll read it.
Your Excellencies here present and distinguished delegates, I remain distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. I rise to move for the dissolution of the existing caretaker and interim working committee of the Labour Party in order to create the necessary vacancies for the election of substantive national officers in full compliance with Article 13 of the party constitution and Section 223(2)(a) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The convention is invited to note that pursuant to Article 13(1)(b)(4) of the Labour Party Constitution, the National Convention is vested with authority to elect national officers of the party and consequently constitute the National Executive Council. The function is fundamental to ensuring periodic leadership renewal, legitimacy, and constitutional order within the party. Accordingly, to validly exercise this constitutional mandate, it has become necessary for this convention to approve the dissolution of the current caretaker/interim national working committee, thereby creating the requisite vacancies for the conduct of election into all national offices. The convention is further invited to approve that the national officers so elected shall, in accordance with the Constitution, formally constitute the leadership of the National Executive Council of the party. I urge all delegates to support this motion, so I so move.
Thank you very much. Seconder.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, I rise to second this importation motion. In doing so, I would like to congratulate the outgoing national officers for their leadership and services. Accordingly, Your Excellency, the Chairman, I hereby second the motion and affirm that the dissolution of the caretaker/interim national working committee is necessary constitutional step to enable the election of substantive national officers and the proper constitution of the National Executive Council. I so second that. My name is Pastor Mrs. Martina Umana.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion for the dissolution of the caretaker/interim national working committee to create vacancies for the election of substantive national officers pursuant to Article 13 of the party's constitution and Section 2232A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended has been moved and seconded. Those who are in favor that we dissolve the National Caretaker Committee of our party, say aye. Those who are against, say nay. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. In session, at this moment is called the blind spot. The party is without any substantive leadership. We are in transition. The law is very powerful. Senator Darlington walked up here as a national secretary and left here as a former national secretary. Can you imagine how the law is? So don't play with the law. It's a very powerful instrument. The next motion is standing in the name of Honorable Ibe Okwara Osonwa, my own House of Representative member, and is for adoption of mode of election and voting method for the 2026 Elective National Convention. This will be seconded by Honorable Uche Anya Akachukwu. Please, also Honorable Uche Akachukwu, kindly step forward to second.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, my name is Ibe Okwara Osonwa Okabo Ahafia, and I represent the very prosperous people of Aruchuku Ahafia Federal Constituency. I rise to move a motion for the adoption of the mode of election and voting methods for this 2026 Elective National Convention. Distinguished delegates, the convention is invited to note that it is vested with the constitutional authorities to elect national officers of the party. In this regard, Article 24 of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended provides that the mode of the voting, while the Labour Party's guidelines of the conduct of the 2026 Elective National Convention empowers the Electoral Committee to determine the appropriate mode of election. Distinguished delegates, it is therefore necessary for this convention to formally adopt a defined mode of election to ensure orderliness, transparency, and unity in the electoral process. Accordingly, the convention is invited to approve the consensus method of election and the method of voting by acclamation for this convention as a demonstration of collective unity, stability, and shared commitment to the progress of the party. I therefore move that this convention so resolves and mandates electoral subcommittee to implement this decision. I so move.
Thank you very much, the right honorable member. Let's have second.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, Uchonye Stephen Akachukwu is my name. I represent the indomitable and market-oriented people of Aba Central. I stand to support the motion as moved by Ibe Okorosonwa. I so support.
Thank you very much.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved by Honorable Ibe that this convention adopt consensus method and also adopt acclamation mode as our means of electing new officers of our great party. Those who are in favor, say aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it. The consensus method and acclamation mode has been adopted for the election of the new officers of our great party.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In session, for benefit of that, this is the electoral guidelines to this convention. Copies have been sent to INEC, and the constitution of the party, particularly Article 24, mandate for 3 types of voting. Acclamation is the aye. I will now proceed by the leave of the chairman. For the chairman to leave his seat to walk here, I received the anointing of that authority to read out the consensus list as has been mandated or reached by the leaders of the party. For the position, is it ascending or descending order? Descending order. Ascending order. For the position of the Assistant National Youth Leader, Northwest, we have Aminu Abdulaziz. Kindly step forward.
Step forward, please, to the podium.
For Assistant National Leader, Northeast, Usman Omar. Step forward, please. Assistant National Youth Leader, North Central, Dr. Graham Gandhi. Assistant National Youth Leader, Southwest, Akin Pelumi Olusegun. Please come forward. Assistant National Youth Leader, South-South, Dr. Gloria George Omono. Assistant National Youth Leader, Southeast, Maazi Esel Onwaneri. The National Youth Leader of the party, Collins Chimaubi Okpara. Deputy National Women Leader, Northwest, Binta Maruf. Deputy National Women Leader, Northeast, Hajia Bintu Konto. Deputy National Women Leader, North Central, Sarah Samuel Bago. Deputy National Women Leader, Southwest, Susan Ojo. Deputy National Women Leader, South-South, Stephanie Ebitere Ekbebulu. Deputy National Women Leader, Southeast, Chinelo Ofoche. National Women Leader, Hilda Dukubo. National Auditor, Sule Garoba. National Legal Advisor, Taiwo Mary Ajayi. National Organizing Secretary, Oluchi Opara. National Publicity Secretary, Ken Eluma Asogwa. National Financial Secretary, Comrade Anselm Iragbe. National Treasurer, Hamisu Santoraki. Deputy National Secretary, Splendor Eze Oko. Deputy National Secretary, Chris Atega Oyot. Deputy National Secretary, or rather, Ambassador Louis Abba. National Vice Chairman, Northwest, Comrade Ibrahim Mahmoud Omar. National Vice Chairman, Northeast, Saleh Lawan. National Vice Chairman, North Central, Peter Ame. National Vice Chairman, Southwest, Comrade Biodun Olamosu. National Vice Chairman, South-South, Dr. Kingsley Okundayo. National Vice Chairman, Southeast, Ishmael Onoha. Ishmael Onoha. Deputy National Chairman, TUC, Kwadiri Olaleyi. Deputy National Chairman, female, Nike Oriola. Deputy National Chairman, NLC, Salisu Nuhu Muhammad. National Secretary, Honorable Ihanacho Obioma. Now, the National Chairman, distinguished Senator, all the way from North Central Nigeria and Kaduna State, former Minister of Finance, former Minister of State Finance, former Director of Finance, former Senator Nenadi Esther Osman, PhD.
Your Excellencies, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates, it is now time for us to elect them based on the consensus method and acclamation mode we have adopted. I don't want to perform this function. I want to, with the greatest humility I can afford, invite the leader, the national leader of our party, His Excellency, the best performing governor in Nigeria, to come and put this question. He will put this question and he will hit the gavel. Let them close so that we can see. He will sit here now.
No, I think we should. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to put this question now. Delegates, those in favor of the motion that the officers before us be elected and returned as the elected members of the National Working Committee of the Labour Party, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, it is time to swear in our brand new officers, national officers of our party. Let me now let me donate the powers conferred on me as chairman of this convention committee and designate some notary public who are here to perform this function on my behalf.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, my name is Ifeanyi Nnajiofor. I'm a lawyer and a notary public, and my colleague is Oke Ngele, a notary public and also a lawyer. Pursuant to the provisions of Article 26 of the Labour Party, every elected officer is subscribed to swear to an oath of allegiance and oath of office. And this is what we are supposed to do right here now. So we're going to start. All of you have the copies of the oath of allegiance and oath of office. I'll read and you follow. I'll go after me. I, your names. Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Labour Party and the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the ideology and constitution of the Labour Party and the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in my service as so help me God. The second one is the oath of office. In the presence of everyone, particularly the members of the Labour Party, assemble here, and in full realization of the high calling, I assume office as of the Labour Party. I do solemnly and sincerely swear before the members of this party, the Labour Party, that I will observe, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the Labour Party and that of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that I will advance the party and the Republic of Nigeria. And I solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that will advance the party and the Republic and oppose all that may harm. Faithfully perform my duties with all my strength and talents to the best of my knowledge and ability, and true to the directives of my conscience, promote the welfare of members of the party. And I will not in any way betray the trust of the members of the party bestowed on me. Should I break my oath, I shall be willing to submit myself to severe punishment in line with the constitution of the party. This is my solemn oath. So help me God. So you sign your name, your position, and signature before us here.
Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, the House is called to order. Order, please.
Honorable Chairman, I think the newly elected, you can submit later.
Yeah, you can sign and submit later. But let us invite, yeah, you can sign and submit. Let us invite our new branch chairman so that we can present certificate of return formally to her. Please, can we go back to our seats? Let's go back to our seats. Let's go back to our seats so that we can. Can we go back to our seats? Let's go back to our seats, please. You can feel it while you are on your seat and return it. Let's go back to our seats, please. Let's go back to our seats. Let's go back to our seats. Order, please. Order. The House is called to order. Finish. They'll give you. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I want to thank all of us for so far so good. For the avoidance of doubt, I just donated the powers conferred on me by the constitution of our party to the leader of the party to perform the ceremonial function. I have also resumed my powers, and let me formally put the question again. We agreed that the mode and method of the election is by consensus and affirmation. And we have mentioned all the national leaders of our party reached by consensus. Let me now put the question formally. Those who are in favor that all the national officers mentioned that lined out here should be elected as the leadership of our party, national leadership of our party, starting from the national chairman to the national assistant youth leader, say aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Let me also put the question that this convention do ratify the oath taken and swearing in of our newly elected officers of our party, starting from the national chairman to the national assistant youth leader. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay.
Thank you very much.
Let me invite the
new
chairman and secretary to please come forward so that we can present their certificate of return.
Please, distinguished Senator, okay, the national chairman is here. He's not the one you used to know. This is a tear-rubber national chairman of the Labour Party. Put your hands together for her. After receiving her certificate of return, she will present her acceptance speech. And thereafter, the tear-rubber national secretary will also move a vote of thanks. And we will now have the honor to invite our national leader, the governor of Abia State, to deliver his remarks at this historic 26th Elective National Convention of the Labour Party. I think we should continue to clap for the INEC delegation led by Professor Sani. Put your hands together for them. They have been here, they've been monitoring, and they've been observing, and they've been recording. At this moment, distinguished Senator Man, you will now present your acceptance speech very briefly so that we will proceed for other.
The leader of our party, Your Excellency Governor Oti, First Lady, the leader's wife, and our mother, Mrs. Oti, other distinguished leaders of the party, ladies and gentlemen, I want to, on behalf of my entire team, to thank you so much for this confidence that you have reposed on us. And to assure you that just as we said while taking the oath, we will not betray the trust you have reposed on us. We shall do everything humanly possible to make sure that we develop the party and make the party to grow. We'll make sure that we make you proud. Sincerely, I know, Your Excellency, that there are certain jobs that within Nigeria, I would say they are like meant to be just for men. Though never mind, I'm old enough to be counted as a man, but still, for you to trust me to take on this job, I will never let you down. And all the leaders who came together to decide that I can be the man that can do this job, I won't let you down. I thank you so much, and I pray that my entire team will continue to work together There are some members of my team that weren't able to carry them along, but I want to assure you that I have other assignments that we have discussed that we need you to perform for us. And now with the openings, with the new, the ratification of the new constitution, there are quite a number of things to be done. So I want to assure you that everybody will have something to do because God has already brought us together. I just want to ask for your maximum cooperation because the job of building the party is not a one-man's job. It's for all of us to put our hands together. So I'm hoping that you would cooperate with me. We will work together, shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, and develop the party. Thank you so much for everything, and thank you once more. God bless you all. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for the national chairman. She came here as a caretaker national chairman all the way from Kaduna through Abuja to Abia State. Now she's living as a substantive 4-year term national chairman without a caretaker in her name. That is what is possible in Abia State, transformation, positive transformation. We thank you, the governor, for this opportunity. National Secretary, sir.
Thank you. Your Excellency, our dear governor, the performing governor of Abia State, and your dear wife, distinguished delegates, my name is Honorable Iheanacho Obioma, former member of the House of Representatives. I have been asked to give vote of thanks on behalf of all of us as the new elected National Secretary of the party. On behalf of the newly inaugurated National Working Committee of our great party, the Labour Party, I stand with profound gratitude and deep humility to deliver this vote of thanks at the successful conclusion of this historic 2025 Executive National Convention under the inspiring theme, Labour Party Rising for Victory. That is the theme of this convention. First and foremost, we return all glory to Almighty God for granting us journey mercies, peace and fair weather and success throughout this convention. We express our heartfelt appreciation in our delegates from across the Federation, party faithfuls, stakeholders, youth, women, support groups, and every member whose commitment and sacrifice have kept the Labour Party strong, united, and forward-looking. We sincerely thank the National Convention and Congress Planning Committee under the able leadership of Honorable Ginger Obinna Onwusibe, the INEC officials here present, security agencies, volunteers, media, and all those who have worked tirelessly behind the scene to ensure a transparent, peaceful, and credible exercise. Your diligence has strengthened internal democracy within our party. Thank you immensely. We also commend the profound contributions of all the former interim leadership led by Senator Usman Nadi, PhD, and the National Secretary, Senator Darlington Wokocha, my good brother, whose tireless sacrifice and commitment laid a solid foundation for the progress we celebrate today. We can't thank you enough. To the government and good people of Abia State, we say thank you for the warm reception given to our visitors, excellent support and conducive environment provided for this convention. We wish to particularly and specially appreciate His Excellency our dear Governor, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR, for his exemplary leadership, steadfastness, guidance, and unwavering commitment to the ideals and progress of our great party. Your dedication to good government, good governance, discipline, and people-oriented leadership continues to inspire our party faithfuls across the nation. We thank you, Your Excellency, for your support, for your statesmanship, and for creating an atmosphere that made this convention a resounding success.
We especially appreciate all aspirants, both successful and unsuccessful. Democracy thrives when men and women of courage offer themselves for service. We commend your maturity, sportsmanship, and dedication to party supremacy. Today, there are no winners and losers. Labour Party is the winner. As members of the newly elected National Working Committee, we accept this responsibility with humility and a clear sense of duty. We pledge to work tirelessly, strengthen party structures, promote unity, deepen inclusion, and position our great party for greater victories ahead. The theme of this convention, Rising for Victory, is not mere slogan, it is a call to action. From this day forward, we rise in unity, we rise in discipline, we rise in service, and we rise in victory. Once again, Your Excellency, thank you all for your confidence, support, and commitment. Long live Labour Party. Long live Abia State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for the Tiaroba National Secretary of the Labour Party, Honorable Ihanacho Obioma Chomen. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will please ask that we settle down because we're yet to listen to the man in whose domain we're in. It's my pleasure and honor to most respectfully invite our dear national leader of the indomitable Labour Party, the governor who is very proactive, the governor whose leadership style is to be emulated, the governor who will stop at nothing in showing capacity in office, His Excellency, the people's governor, His Excellency, the proud leader of the Labour Party of our time, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR. Please address your people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please be seated. Your Excellency, the wife of the governor of Abia State, Lady Priscilla Chidema Oti. Permit me to use you to reach out to all the ladies in the house this evening. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto. Permit me to use you to reach out to all the men in the auditorium this evening. Let me recognize specially the newly elected National Chairman of Labour Party, distinguished Senator Esther Nenade Osman, PhD. Thank you so much for accepting to serve. I'd like to recognize another lady in the house, our sister, Her Excellency, Mrs. Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu, wife of the late friend of mine, my lawyer, and my family. Thank you so much for being up here today. Let me stand on other existing protocols. Mine is just to thank everyone who found time to be in Umuahia for this convention, the 2026 Elective Convention of Labour Party. I'd like to thank the members of the Board of Trustees, led by our elder statesman, S.O.Z. Ejiofor, and who is represented here today by Osadi. Thank you so much. I want to also thank the National Executive Council of the party. We cannot take your labor of love for granted. You've worked so hard, and we can see the outcome of the hard work today. I want to thank members of the Interim National Working Committee, led by distinguished Senator Esther Nenade Osman and distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, who were in existence until a few minutes ago. Thank you for the work you did. Thank you for your belief in Labour Party. Let me now turn to the new members of the National Working Committee. I believe 34 of you. I want to congratulate all of you for emerging as leaders of this party in an arrangement devoid of rancor, devoid of problems, devoid of disagreements. If you took another look at the list, you will find that all the parts of Nigeria are represented, from the northwest through the northeast to the north central, southwest, south-south, and southeast. That clearly shows that the party is a national party. So your work has just begun, and it's cut out for you. And I'm happy that we elected people who understand what is expected of them. The first job that you need to do is what we call reconciliation and integration of as many people as possible. Everyone may not agree, but you can see the spirit in this room this evening, whereby before even the constitution of the National Working Committee, we made it a point of duty to reintegrate those that were either suspended or expelled from the party. That is the spirit. Nobody should be left behind. And in that spirit, I charge the newly elected members of the National Working Committee to go on a reconciliation drive. Bring everybody together. You cannot solve everybody's problems. But some people, their problems will just be about talking to them, sitting them down, letting them know that they are recognized. That may just be all that is required. There is somebody that we spoke to the other day, and he said, "Oh, Your Excellency, just for calling me, I'll be here in Umuahia." And he's here. So please call as many of our members as possible. This is a game of numbers. So when you drive people away, you are shooting yourself in the foot. So we want as many people as possible. And for those that we are going to be reaching out to in the next few days, also find it in your heart to be open and to allow yourself to be talked to, because we can do everything. If you don't want to be talked to, there's not much we can do. The next job that you have set out for you is the electronic registration of members. the portal is still open. I'm aware of the challenges of the NIN. And as much as possible, let's also reach out to NIMSI and get them to register our people so that they can register on the electronic portal. We've not done very well, but there is still room for us to do even better. Very soon, primaries will be conducted across the constituencies. It is also part of your job to ensure that we have smooth primaries from the state constituencies all the way through the Federal, National Assembly, Senate, and of course, governorship and presidential. So I'm sure you know what to do. Like we did this convention in a rancor-free manner. I expect that our primaries will even be smoother and will be free and fair. And after that, campaigns will set in. And after campaign, election. So you can see that you have a lot of work to do. But I have a lot of confidence in all of you, and I know that together you will be successful. I'd like to spend a few seconds to talk about our national chairman. Yes, she's a woman, and there is no problem with that. In fact, if you want to be honest, you will find that majority of people who actually cast votes and who secure the votes are women. So we are very lucky to have distinguished Senator Esther Nenadi Osman as our national chairman. But beyond the fact that she's a woman, she has a lot of other things going for her. Former commissioner in Kaduna State, former minister of state, former minister, former senator. I'm not too sure that there are a lot of us that have those kind of tags on our CV. So I want to say that it's a square peg, that she's a square peg in a square hole. But beyond that, Esther Nenadi Osman is a woman of integrity. And you know, as a banker or former banker, if I tell you that somebody is a woman of integrity, you should take that to the bank. We've worked together now for close to 2 years. And she is so transparent and accountable. So I want to assure you that we didn't make a mistake. I'm very proud of her, and I know that you are proud of her too. We will give her 100% support, and by God's grace, she will be the most successful party chairman in Nigeria. Let me thank the INEC team who have been here since morning observing the proceedings of this convention. We cannot take you for granted. Thank you so much. Some of you came from outside the state. Some came from Abuja. We just want to say thank you. We appreciate that. Let me now thank members of Labour Party in Abia State for playing host to this convention. You did very well, and I'm so proud of you. I want to pray that it will continue to be well with Labour Party. It will be well with Labour Party in Abia State also. and it will be well with Nigeria. As you go back, I pray that God will take you back to your destination safely. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
A standing ovation for His Excellency. Please put your hands together for the governor.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Can we applaud His Excellency? Very measured, very articulate. The message is very clear. I have the honor to invite the brand new chairman of the Labour Party in Abia State, Honorable Peter Azubike, to table the motion for adjournment of this 2026 Elective National Convention of the Labour Party, to move for adjournment of this convention. Thereafter, Comrade Deborah Yusuf, who is the NLC Political Commission Chairperson, will second the motion that this 2026 Elective National Convention be adjourned sine die.
Thank you. My assignment is simple, His Excellency. I, Peter Azubike, the State Chairman of Labour Party, Abia State, I hereby move for adjournment.
Thank you very much. Applaud the Chairman of Abia State, our host. We don't know the date of the presidential primary. We would have adjourned to that date, so it's in a die for now.
Yeah, thank you so very much. I, Comrade Deborah Yusuf from Nigeria Labour Congress, stand here to second the motion as moved. Thank you so much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates, motion has been moved and seconded that we adjourn this convention sine die. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. This convention has been adjourned sine die.
Thank you very much, the chairman in session. There are the government and His Excellency the Governor will be hosting the new and outgoing ESCO, and our VIPs and invited guests. Asset cards have been provided. We encourage you, if you have not gotten, to reach out to the protocol and make sure you are there at that right time. And right now, we have the honor to rise for the national anthem, to formally, and then Abia anthem, thereafter the national anthem, and then we'll close. Thank you.
Ala agoziri obodo Chukwuka.
Yes, sir.
Anambra Chairman, you're needed here, please. Anambra Labour Party Chairman, you're needed here.
Any The most performing governor in Nigeria, Dr. Alex Yoma Oti.